Hey guys, so today we're going to make the easy beginner's pattern for a wall hanging, and I'm going to go over the lengths of each cord in just a second, but I'm going to show you how to attach it. So I've taken my cord, I found the exact center point and folded it in half. Okay, so whatever the total length is, you fold it in half, find the center, and this is the Larks Head knot. So we're going to go over with that loop. We're going to pull those down through there and close it. Okay, so that's the Lark's Head knot. That's how we're going to attach each cord. And these are the lengths of my cords, okay? So these two are 42 inches. These two are 46 inches. These two are 50 inches. These two are 54, and these two are 58, okay? Now we're doing exact measurements just because I know when you're starting out, you don't want to waste a lot of cord and whatnot, so those are the exact measurements that I got for each of these cords, okay? Attach them all with the Lark's Head knot, and now the first knot that we're gonna do is a square knot. So we're gonna take these two Lark's Head knot, which equals 4 cords, place the center two together, and we're going to go over the two from the left, and then with this one we're going to go over that one we just brought over, behind, through that loop, and we're going to pull it up nice and tight, give a little tug there. So that is half of a square knot. Now to finish the square knot, we're going to come from the right, go over like a backwards figure 4, take that one, put it over, through, and that's it. So that is a regular square knot, but for this pattern, because we want it to come down a little bit longer, we're just going to add on half of another square knot. So we went from the left, from the right, so we'll do it from the left again. And that is the first pattern that we will be doing. So a square knot plus half of a square knot. Now we'll go to the next ones. Okay, we have 4, so we're going to go over, that's the first part. Now we go from the other side. Okay, so there's our perfect square knot, and we're just going to add one more half, so from the left. So for each of these, you want that cord in front to go across 3 times. We're just going to do this the entire way across the top. Okay, so now that we're done that first row, and it's looking pretty good, we're going to move on to the second row. Now for the second row, because we're tapering it down into a V, we're going to skip 2 cords on either end. So if it's easier for you, you can even pull those out of the way just so that you don't make any mistakes and use them in the knotting. And to do the second row, we're going to take the inner two from that one on the left and the inner two from this one on the right. And we're going to do the same pattern the entire way across. So the full square knot and then adding that half square knot on there as well. Okay, so now that we are done that second row there, we're going to start on the third row, and once more we're just going to skip the first two and move on to the next four. So 2 from this one, 2 from this one. And we're just going to do the same thing. Okay guys, there you have it. And now I'm just going to trim up the bottom a little bit because the measurements were quite good, so there's not much to do. I'm going to trim a straight line across the bottom, but if you want, you can do a V, you can comb that out to make it a fringe, but for me, I'm just going to leave it straight across. Now to hang it, what I've done is I've taken it was about 8 inches, and I just tied it in a loop and put a little knot there with some jute twine. That's the kind I want for this one. And I found the exact center point, so on that 5th square knot there, just in between the knots, I'm going to take that knot, I'm going to push it through, and then all I'm going to do is see that loop there, I'm going to pull the knot, pull it up, you can hide that in the knot, you can use the same color cord as you want if you want, and then you have that little loop up there, sorry I don't know if you can see that properly, to hang it on the wall. Also, I like to just put a single nail in the wall and just balance the center point there, because then it gives it the illusion that it's kind of floating and cool.